came next was, well, the WWE title match, which was Cena versus Orton. And it was a fairly decent match. The crowd was definitely into it. You could tell that most of the male audience were for Orton, and most of the female children voice was for Cena, which is probably the same, except that the male voice was much more vocal. Or it's just more, I can make it out more maybe when I'm watching the match, but there was a lot of booing for Cena. It's never gone away, I don't think, as much as the WWE have tried to mask it. That you've got to have three things to be a good face. Kids want to look up to, which they do for Cena. Women want to be with him, which women do, and men want to be him. And no men wants to be John Cena. Let's put it that way. But the match was pretty entertaining for what it was. I just remember back to, what was it, that ECW One Night Stand, where they both booed Orton and Cena, and both said you can't wrestle, and if Cena wins we riot and everything. I remember that. And it seems that Orton's really lifted his game since then, and Cena's just basically the same. That's what it seemed to be, in my opinion anyway. The ending was a massive clusterfuck of booking. It's like they wanted to have so many false finishes, and I didn't get it. It was like Vince McMahon has been playing this heel role all the time, but now he's reversing every Orton's decision, which would kind of be like a face decision to get Cena back in the match. What would have been better would be, I don't know how you'd have worked it, but have multiple finishes with Cena winning. And it's just like, and then Vince coming and saying talking to the announcer and saying, well, restart the match. His foot was on the rope or something, restart the match. It's just like, I don't know. I just didn't seem it work well. And then they had somebody run in and attack the referee, which supposedly is Ted DiBiase's other son, which is probably why he's going to join Legacy. He's actually a developmental wrestler in the WWE, or I've been looking at the rumours, that's who it's meant to have been. So that could also extend, but if they were going to do it that way, they should have made more emphasis on it. They actually kind of tried to ignore it, so it made it look legit. But never mind. The actual main event was the CM Punk Hardy match, which I always thought was going to be main event, because how could you really top a TLC match? I always thought it was quite weird that they put it in the original TLC match, which... Oh, damn it. First thing I've got over time, I'm going to have to split this video up into 2 parts. God damn. But I went off, and TLC match was really, really good. Lots of good spots. Some of them look damn painful. And I wouldn't like to be the people who were doing them. But it was a really good match. It deserved to be main event. And what I really liked was, I'm a CM Punk fan, so I really liked that CM Punk won the title back, and he won it legitimately this time. There was no excuses like when he won the first 2 belts, where he came out and he took advantage of a situation like he did with Edge and Jeff Hardy originally. He legitimately won the match, so there was no excuses there. But what I liked at the end was the Undertaker came back, and what they had, he was like standing over Jeff Hardy. The lights come out, and you're thinking, oh, it's just Undertaker playing mind games, and then underneath him was actually switched, and it was actually the Undertaker, and he sits up and he brings him up and chokeslams him. I thought that was ace, even though I think Jeff Hardy moved a little bit too quickly. Just as the lights were going out, he actually moved, and that kind of ruined it a little bit. But it was quite good that the audience didn't actually recognise it until the Undertaker sat up, which I thought was a nice little touch. So that's going to be the next feud for them, and that's going to be a kick-ass feud as well. So I'm looking forward to that. But alright, I'm going to have to go into Movie Maker and split this into 2 parts, but alright. See you, this is Evil Sloth Man, out.